Time is the enemy, the past, it threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulcher, pulchritude will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks drew it. So send your national parks druid, I'll send him home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line, initial it twice.
I am Tycho Brahe of 10 and PAX. I am also a Manifest Hereward Drun, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. But today, Jerry Holkins, and I'm running a game of Dungeons and Dragons for my friends, specifically these friends. To my right, Dragonborn Narcissist, Dinar Blitzen.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You got a heck of energy. I brought the rains down in Africa.
Now, to the right of my right, oh, I totally got it. Yeah. I was right there. You gotta hatch it up.
I thought you were at EDM.
To the right of my right, repping the natural world, Walnut Dawn Grass.
Oh.
What, the wolf serpent?
Oh, it's so good.
Well, it kind of looks like a dog.
I forgot about this.
Is that how it works? It's like a Hanzo thing?
Yes, it's a Hanzo thing.
Main. You fucking
Hanzo's really hot.
Exactly. Hey, now, to my left, not your grandma's grandma, except in those rare cases where she is your grandma's grandma, Rosie B. Stinger.
What's it going to be today?
What?
Whoa!
Hey.
Painful.
Nice. To the left of my left, emerging as though from a mist shroud, Cthulhu Drow. All right. Hey, now, I was talking to Alyssa just before the stream, and we agreed that a primer on our rich user interface experience might be a solid play. So here are the basics. Player characters in the C team, when given boons by you, the Shadow Council, they earn charges. And one charge is the equivalent of using advantage, so they can cash those in anytime they want to. 2 charges allows them to use their super ability, their ult, if you will. They all have something different. They all have applications in and out of combat, so they have strong capacities for their use. The other thing is that you can actually see right around their character portrait how many charges they currently have. You'll see a user interface style pip, and ultimately they can go all the way around the character portrait. Imagine that universe. But like I say, 1 charge equivalent of a advantage, 2 charges is the ult. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Now, when last we saw our heroes, after a raucous adventure emerging from the astral plane, they appeared back on the prime material, but in a strange place that perhaps only one of them would naturally recognize. The
inside of a meat pile.
The inside of a beef man.
I bless the plane.
Yeah, exactly. So here's what happened. They emerged in the middle of a 1v1 combat for supremacy over some kind of hobgoblin horde. They materialized inside one of the competitors, specifically Belgog, which Azoth called out. This is the sort of thing Belgog would do anyway, apparently.
Classic Belgog.
The party, if I recall correctly, the party claimed to be a part of some kind of regulatory board.
Some of the party decided to do this charade.
Whatever, you played along with it just fine.
She didn't not play along.
Yeah.
All right,
She
and
did
that's the
true,
thing.
Yeah.
She did true documancy.
Yeah.
This happened to coincide with our BS. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, so what I'm saying is that Ryan Hartman, which is to say Dinar Blitzen, came up with an incredible plan, and it worked for the most part, and then whatever didn't work in a purely social context got pushed through with a powerful usage of his Dominate ability.
That's right.
Now, Draconic Entitlement. So,
Mic drop.
indeed. So when we left the game, when last we saw our heroes, you were standing in the middle of a sort of wooden octagon surrounded by a sort of roiling mass of goblin and hobgoblin anger.
No, you're being given gold.
Indeed.
Lots of it.
Lots of gold.
Through your domination ability, you were able to secure some additional wealth. There were 2 doors that were made available to you, one with a troll, one with hobgoblins. It sounded like, when I went back over the stream, it sounded like you decided to go the not troll route.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I think that's, 9 out of 10 doctors would probably agree with that course of action. But that is quite literally where we left the game. Now, the Dominate spell, as it is used by Dinar in that Draconic Entitlement context, lasts about 10 minutes. So keep that in mind as you as you strategize your next moves.
It took us 10 minutes to get the gold handed over.
Yeah, we had to count it all.
And he's so mad.
All right, so we're hustling.
Yeah, let's go.
Do we see any figures of authority in this hallway? As
The hallway itself, I mean, you are in what appears to be a massive cavern. So it's not a hallway, it's not a building of any kind. This is quite plainly against the naked air. And, where a sky would classically be, you can look up and just faintly see what you believe is the ceiling of a cavern.
Okay.
Except this cavern extends to the utmost of your vision in every direction that you can see. I mean, you are a person for whom fresh breezes are an expectation, either on the top of a monastery, in the crow's nest. Like, these are
Boat hat.
Your boat hat. These scenarios are Rosie Beestinger branded. This scenario is not Rosie Beestinger branded, I would say. It's the whole place just appears intent on crushing you.
That's not Sky.
No.
That's the first thing you said. That's not Sky.
That's all I know.
Would I be more familiar with this, like maybe like regionally, where we might be based on?
You are not unfamiliar with this scenario at all. And so, and how precisely you feel about having returned to the Underdark is something I'm sure we'd all like to hear. You have not been to the Underdark in quite a while.
Well, I would love to find out how Underdark we are. Now, can I determine it from just the nature of the rocks?
Well,
form this place?
You suspect you have some history.
I will be willing to give it a shot.
Yeah, let's see it.
I'm going to use an advantage.
Oh, so you want to be advantageous?
I will.
All right.
It's a storied dark. There's not great. Worse.
There it
So
is.
the best one was 12.
Okay. So you are in. You have some confidence that you are in the lower dark. So of the 3, imagine, if you will, a dark layer cake.
Ooh,
Always.
delicious.
It's my favorite kind.
Yeah, is there another kind?
Well, as I say, German chocolate,
Yeah.
right?
more
But
about cakes.
but instead of like
Welcome to Cake Talk.
the cherry layer, it's terror,
Yeah.
right?
Just a Terra ganache.
Yeah. No, it's terror infusion.
Terra Scapone.
But basically, this is what it is. Acai.
Got there.
I never have a chance to say that word. Acai. Well, actually, occasionally you do. It's rare, but it does happen. So, Cthristraub, the lower dark is the lowest,
Present.
is the substrate of these different layers, and you are in a ruined. I mean, you are in what is clearly the dilapidated, foundations of a once great city. You have a few guesses as to where you might be. In truth, you are not. You are perhaps only a couple hundred miles from your home, or what you called home.
Okay, upon realizing that, I become visibly nervous.
More nervous.
Oh yeah, visibly.
Much more nervous.
No, nervous to match my exterior.
Yeah.
Even when I feel good, I look nervous. But this time,
You can tell.
there's a subtle shift. So are we surrounded by a group
There,
of others?
right now, there appears to be a window for your escape.
Okay.
We don't need to escape.
Well, no, because what I'm proposing is that we're going to go. What I was hoping to be able to do was say, well, we got to get back and file these reports, and we'll see you later. But I'm gonna pull you aside because you're probably shaking a lot of hands.
I can dominate this dude.
That's good.
Can you?
So,
I hope you could dominate
we're
everybody
still
in
within
the Underdark.
The 10 minutes.
Yeah, if he's in charge, I
Okay.
just go, hey, dude, declare me in charge, lock yourself in this room, and don't come out. Tell everyone I'm in charge, and then lock yourself in that room.
Okay.
There you go, and then no one will mess with us.
Maybe as we're hoping to get some more privacy, so that we can figure out what to do next. I am walking. I pull up next to you, and I'm like,
You roll up.
Walnut. I roll up. I was hoping that we were a short hike to the surface, but this is Underdark. And we should consider not ever being here. Especially the three of you, but me, not either.
Oh, you don't like it either?
No, not so much.
Well,
not so many.
That makes two of us. All right. Do you know the way out? Are you familiar with this in particular?
If I know that I'm 100 miles or so from
It would.
where I'm at, I could
You
get...
know how it would work, but that would be an effort.
Yeah. We would need to find a faster way to leave than on foot.
Can I get a Constitution check from my special boy?
Yeah.
He
Always.
finally says it.
Hey,
I get to re-roll on a...
So that is a natural one for the podcast listeners.
I get to re-roll a natural 1 and replace it with a natural 1. It's not a very useful
Oh,
trait.
wow.
no! I would remove that. I would get a different trait.
Yeah. It doesn't do harm. The 1 is what is at fault. So that's going to be a 4. Right? Did I get that right? No.
It's
I'm
a
sorry.
one.
If it's a
going to be a 2.
natural
It's going
one,
to be a 2.
it's just a one, babe.
Oh, is that how it works too?
Yeah. In the middle,
Employee of Wizards of the Coast?
it's a huge time saver.
Hashtag love my WotC job.
So, in the middle of his conversation with you, his neck starts to go slack, and you see his eyes.
Normal.
Yeah, you see his head tilt a little bit, and you see his eyes just start to flutter. Basically, you see his underneath his wrap.
Yeah.
You
See
can
some
just
rem.
see you can see just the remaining flesh,
Oh,
just sort of shivering underneath, and his mouth starts to form vowels and
I grab him because I
sounds.
think he's about to faint. Is he about to faint? Or am I just holding him?
you're just holding him.
Oh,
Are you
well.
dancing?
But you look like you're about. That sounds to me like you're about to. So Walnut thinks you're about to faint. I go like, oh, okay, all right. Listen, I didn't know you didn't like it that much.
Is any of this intelligible?
It has a beginning and an end. You can
Okay.
tell that it appears to come back around
Okay.
and then fill itself out.
Well, he does not like this place, and I think we need to get him out of here.
Can I cartographize our way out of here?
You can try.
I want to dominate the guy and ask him how to get out.
Sure.
What's the easiest way to get out? Guy I control for 10 minutes.
Oh, so you gonna have him come down?
Can he tell me? How far away is he? Yeah, I'm like, hey.
No, he's basically like up
Yeah.
in the stands looking down. Right.
Bring the boy.
Yeah.
Have the boy come lay out my clothes.
So
The boy, sir.
he sort of like lifts up his robes around the edges, and then sidles himself down over the edge, and then sort of steps gingerly down through this sea of goblins.
I assume they all part in reverence.
They do. They give him some room,
All right.
and he jumps over the last part and
right.
says, "Yes, my friend.
It's the quickest way out of here.
The quickest way?
Yeah.
It would be a considerable journey. This is the lower dark."
That wasn't my question, knave.
Yeah.
What's that? Like I'm just insulting him. The second the spell wears off, we're in so much trouble.
Yeah. So he takes it in stride.
Oh, yeah.
In the same way that like there'd be things that you could tell your friend that you could not tell a stranger, and so this knave maneuver
Yeah.
is acceptable in the context of your enduring and permanent friendship.
Yep. So what's the quickest way out? I understand we're in the Underdark.
Yeah,
That wasn't the answer to my question.
He said.
Backhand.
We could.
No, actually.
Okay. I gotta make sure. I'm doing the right thing here. He says we could establish a caravan and have you to an escape to the surface world in a couple weeks.
Oh no, that's not gonna work for me.
I got places to be.
Would I mean we're in the test market here? Would the office be able to help us with this? It seems like a pretty big bug in the system.
Are we
Right.
in the
This
test
doesn't
market?
seem.
I
You
thought
don't
we were
think
out.
this is the test market?
Oh, we're out?
Yeah, I
yeah,
interpreted
I
this as we
assume
got
so,
out.
yeah.
Like we're actually in
portaled
the
out.
Underdark, Yeah.
Yeah. So
Teleported
this. There's nothing about this that would lead you to believe it was not the place that you invested so much effort to escape.
Yeah, we jumped out and were returned to our plane, but just totally in the wrong place.
That's not. I suspect that is not good news.
Look, we can get out, and we just gotta get out of this crowd because it's gonna turn bad fast, and it's gonna turn good.
We need to find a safe spot.
So I'm gonna tell this guy, say, that sounds great. Let's do that. Get that all going.
Yeah.
Then go into
He begins
a
to- he
closet
begins
and
to-
fall asleep.
He begins to snap and bark.
Yeah. I want him to get this done, and then I want him to go away, and I want him to fall asleep. Because I don't want him to be conscious when this spell wears off, so he can go, wait, never mind, screw those guys.
Yeah.
So I say, do that. Make the caravan happen, and then give yourself a little rest. Take a little time off. You earned it.
How much time do you think preparing a caravan takes?
He just got to tell them to do it.
8.5 minutes?
To say, hey, everyone, get them their stuff and go away. I just need his authority. I don't need him to load the cart for me.
Okay.
Although it might be fun.
It might be fun.
It might be fun.
Get on your hands and knees. I want to use you as a step stool.
But
I'm gonna ride on your back
Yeah.
all the way back.
You carry me out of here.
so Cthulhu, even through your own eyes, this individual has a presence. So your vision is sort of commingling of what Legati allows you to see and the fundamental spiritual awareness that you developed inside the entity. So this person, whatever it is bearing something like a heavy chain belt that hangs down in the front and then is cinched up high behind the behind the rib cage and attached into this leather strap raiment.
This
But-
guy that's dominated right now?
Exactly. But the symbol that he has, the symbol that he has is one you are not unfamiliar with.
I have to look up my own notes
Yes.
to figure it out. So it doesn't come to mind. How
Exactly. Here. But for our listeners at home, and indeed for our masters in the Shadow Council, can you describe that to the best of your ability, utilizing your drow and warlock skills?
Yeah, okay.
Even the origin of this nomenclature might be good.
Oh, yes. I recognize this symbol. It's a part of what I call the Tetrasonautica. It's a series of glyphs that are formed out of, they're 4 strokes each, and they're designed to be made in blood with a dying hand, in the same way that I believe the name of my patron god, and his name is not the I believe that his name was Atoll, which was the most information that could be conveyed with a dying breath. Now, this series of glyphs, I believe, appeared on the Black Altar and was designed by persons unknown to convey what was being observed at the moment of death. And it's not sullied by, speak to the dead, or who knows how the message
It's
can
not
get contorted by
interpretive.
that.
It's
Yes,
purely
it is what
observational.
they saw as they died. And
What kinds of things, and not this one in particular, but what kinds of things can be described by these glyphs?
they're supposed to be taken in aggregate. So you would have to have many deaths and many people who are trained to use this language in order to form any kind of a picture. But it would be certain concepts like fear, symmetry, together, teeth.
I can.
Dark. Yeah.
You can try to jog your memory with a history check.
Let me see. I could also use my
History,
personal phone.
history or arcana. No, I won't let you.
It reminds
Yeah.
me of finding places that people died in, like Dark Souls.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
seeing,
yeah.
like, the very
Those symbols,
limited symbols
yeah.
that
Yeah,
you can
that's
actually
true.
It's
interpret.
the best. It is
Okay.
the best.
Arcana?
I think arcana or history are both acceptable because it's a part of your practice.
I got the same for both. So let's see. Nothing. That's going to be a 10.
Yeah.
Either way I slice it.
It is not quite good enough, but you know that if you had a longer period of time, you could pull it out of your own rigorous notes.
Yeah. It says fun. It
pull it-
says it's symbol for fun.
Just pull it out of your whole zone.
Take a moment to
Am I-
really think about this and enjoy it. Just
Exactly.
real quick, just-
Exactly.
There we go. No, never mind. We're good now.
There you go. He should have hidden that behind like a sound that you were speaking. Like,
Yeah.
So suppose we had to.
I was thinking
So,
about it.
so there's a few more goblinoid barks and a few more waves of this rod.
So,
And so then basically he is getting everything together. And so
do we want to bring him with us?
what even at
I don't know.
even at this level, like so even a goblin army is really more like a natural phenomena. It cannot be directed in the classic sense. It can be inspired with terror. You know what I mean?
They might just scatter at that point.
No, it's not. I'm saying that he is doing exactly what you have said, but these goblins are goblins, and they have remained so. So they're doing their best. This is entry level.
All right.
Exactly. And so then he says, "I shall retire to my yurt, there to enter a deep rest."
You've earned it. Give me one of those. No, on the chin. There you go.
No, you missed a little.
And I keep doing it. No, you missed. Here. And then they just get increasingly.
So, the fastest way out of here is a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a very horrible question, my friend, who seems to be having a really hard time. Is it faster if we go towards or away from where you're from?
Are you still a gibbering fool?
Yeah, that's a question. Am I cognizant?
Right now,
perceive
it
this,
goes
but-
in and out.
Okay, okay.
First, hello.
What's the answer to that? Do I know that? Will the direction take us? Like, would my former home be like on an artery? Like we'd have to go through it. Or would it be smart to go that direction?
Yeah. So the Galadirth, the town that you're from, is to the south and
Directly south.
slightly west, I believe.
The undersouth.
Yeah. The dark.
Australia.
The dark.
True
Yeah.
south.
It's true south. No, it's it is a substantial ways even by itself,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't be where you would go to leave.
Okay.
It would be where you would go to stay and be a drow citizen of Galadirth.
Okay. So
Okay.
It's like leaving through the basement.
even as you're finishing the sentence,
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Okay, I trust you.
Not to the south. North is good.
North. Yeah, no.
Northeast is all right.
Okay.
Northwest is all right. You start to tip into pure west and east, not great. Any southern vector, that's no.
Halfway through this, his features soften, and he begins to speak in tongues again for a brief period.
What does he say? Do we
It sounds exactly the same. It sounds like something.
okay.
It sounds like something you could.
This isn't different.
Can
Okay.
I do a survival check? See if I know anything that's happening to him here.
Yeah, sure.
Peanut allergy.
Whoa! Womp, 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 womp.
Blam, 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 blam.
What you know using survival,
Right.
your assessment of the situation is that it's entirely possible that returning here is when encountering a harsh environment, it's possible for people to go into shock
I see.
and become unresponsive. You don't think that's all that's going on here, but you don't think it's a zero factor either.
Okay.
So this is a bizarre place. I mean, even as you leverage your survival know-how, it is for a place that might as well be on another planet.
Yes. Exactly.
You know that there is an ecosystem here. You know that there's no natural order that Maliki doesn't touch.
Right.
But this is like the cousins.
This is like the B material.
You know what I mean? Yeah, this is
Yeah.
like third cousins. You have to revere it at some level because it's still a part of the design. But by the same token, this is not the life that you were trained to revere.
So maybe if we get farther away from this spot, this will be having less of a problem. Maybe if we go more north, do we have a better idea than just actually making the trek?
Yeah, you have a pretty good sense. If this is about where you think it is, there is a city of dwarves, a few gnomes, but primarily a dwarven city of profound safety. It's probably the closest. It is probably the closest place to here. It's called Iltkazar.
Okay.
Oh, 'cause,
Familiar with
You're
that.
not
The
100.
Ilkazar
You're not.
imitation.
Yeah, you're not 100% sure how you might be received there,
Or how I might, yeah.
but it can't possibly be worse than the place that you're in right now in probably another 100 seconds.
We gotta go to Ilkazar.
All right. Well, we've got a caravan. While this caravan is being built, I
Do
will
we?
remember to find steeds.
No, there are 2 wheels on this caravan,
You know, that's all I need.
and the other half is on the ground,
Yep.
and it is being pulled by a massive beetle.
And
Like you don't.
Clarkmore, and I'll summon Clarkmore. He can help.
Takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody
We got
wanna-
10 minutes. What's going to happen
We're
in
not-
10 minutes?
Do we have 10 minutes?
we have 10 minutes before a bunch of goblins get
Homie's sleeping right now.
Is he sleeping or is he getting
I think
his
he'll be
pillow
asleep,
soft?
and then in 100 seconds he'll be awake, and then he'll be after us.
Why?
And you'll still be summoning Clarkmore, because that's the kind of dude Jerry is.
Hold on.
Oh, wait a minute. Can't do that. We don't know
Let's-
that. You could be right.
Let's just
One
get
way to find out.
started, and then maybe we can be in a. Do we have a way to maybe like sneak away?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was going to say you can. None of this is decided beforehand. You can do whatever you want to. It's just that some things have consequences.
I want to ride a beetle. I want to summon a reindeer while I'm on the back of a beetle. Is that so wrong?
What squad goals?
Yeah.
We'll ride the beetle then, fool.
All right. All aboard.
Room on that beetle for 2?
Yeah, you know it.
Is it a big beetle?
Oh yeah.
Let's get on the beetle.
All right, everybody on the beetle.
And there's a little cart in the back too, like a little 2-wheel
Oh no.
platform.
2 of the wheels are on one side. The other side does not have
Oh.
any wheels.
That's just
Is the other
Poorly
side the
built.
beetle?
Wait, is it a beetle with a sidecar?
It's another
that's
smaller,
pretty cool.
hollow beetle
Yeah.
on the
you
other side.
Cast find wheels. We need that more.
Yeah, how long does that take? Could be only a couple minutes, maybe.
20 minutes.
All right. We should skedaddle before the crowd turns hostile.
What's
In
the
the
top,
event it
what's
does.
the top speed of this beetle? Have I seen this type of conveyance before?
It's reasonable. It's for carrying goods,
Yeah.
generally speaking.
I'm the
good.
best, yeah.
What's that?
We're goods, is what I said.
And I said we're the best. I also made a joke.
I'm ready to go.
Me too.
Well, You made it louder.
And also, Walnut's ready to go.
Rosie's ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me how it goes.
Well, Thirst has to show us the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I don't think I've looked south once since this conversation. So I'm only looking in the direction that I want us to go.
Okay.
Is Ilkazar to the north?
Yeah, north and east.
Yes. So then I inform you that the city's called Ilkazar. It's a dwarven city. We'll be safe there. I'll hide under a blanket.
Okay.
Be okay. But not here. It's not here. That's the primary concern.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anybody near the? Is anybody gonna see us off? Have we been permitted to just take this?
No, they are. You clearly have the ear of the person that runs this place. Azoth is doing his best to sort of performatively take on the warlord mantle that he got like 10 minutes ago. But he's putting his best foot forward. There's a lot of waving of a khopesh.
All right, I'm going to speak to him directly.
Yes.
Friend, you won the match. He's the winner, right? He's that guy?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Just want to make sure I had it right.
we won the match for him.
He's like under his breath he says, "And I thank you."
Yes, you do thank me and the others. We're going to leave now, and I would appreciate it if you let us leave. What is the term? Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Head start. A stall.
Head start. You
Let
won't
them-
be you won't be needing the caravan.
No, we will be using the caravan, but if anybody asks for us, to let them know that we are taking it south.
South.
Yes,
Understood.
deep south.
Toward Ringler Noroth.
Yes. I shudder. So I haven't heard that name in a very long time.
He says, "All blessings to you."
Gotta go south. It's a great place. Everybody should live there.
Throwing up in
At
your
least
mouth
once
a
in
little.
life.
It's like there was this thing where the cheeks get full.
No.
And you swallow it.
No,
I deny it as it comes up.
no, not now.
Okay, jump on board.
I'm gonna lean back behind this beetle and wave to a goblins like you're doing a great job, and then use my small knife and cut the rope that's tying us to the caravan so we don't drag this half-dead cart behind us.
Okay.
Like, you're doing great. I'm just gonna take care of this little rope. Yep, got it. No problem. And we're ready to go.
All right, this beetle gets moving
Okay.
at a leisurely pace. So you've set absolutely everything up. You've created the proper social scenario. You've covered all the bases, and then this beetle is doing its thing.
You're beetles.
Until
And there's almost like a
Go ahead.
oh no, there's like a bass note that has started to creep in to the raucous voices from this ruined city that they live in. Like, the farther you get away, it becomes more and more of a low tone. Let's play Dungeons and Dragons. What's up?
I would like to juice the beetle.
Goose? Beetle goose?
Beetlejuice.
Juice the beetle. Thank you. Yes, and I did not put that together, but thank you. I'm glad that we're there. Love it.
We arrived.
I would like to
What kind of juice?
touch this beetle
So sweetly?
So
Just right on
sweetly.
the antenna.
so tenderly. Do they have antenna?
They have
Some beetles.
The carapace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would like to do enhance ability, and I would like to do the one that makes it very strong, so it can walk faster. Bull
Full
strength.
strength. Yeah.
Yes. Its carrying capacity doubles, which I know juiced coriander in the past. I'm wondering if it'll give a little giddy up.
Yeah. Well,
right.
exactly, because there's also a lot of people on the bug.
Sure. And now it's like nothing. It's like nothing to it.
Yeah. Is that your assessment?
Yeah. I know a lot about beetles.
It's a very strong beetle now.
You know if they have antenna?
I know if they have antenna. Some do.
Some do. Feathery antenna.
Feathery
Very cool.
antennae.
Absolutely. So it definitely starts to pick up. It starts going about twice the speed that it was, but now it doesn't want to go where you want.
Oh no.
Where's it?
I want to summon Clarkmore, or at least go through the machinations of this.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm also going to do pass without trace on us. Just in
That's
case
a good
they
idea.
try to track us.
That's a good idea too.
It won't go where we want it to.
So no, it's not dangerous.
It's just kind of distracted.
It's just like it's just enjoying itself.
Okay.
So it is walking on the road, and now it is going off the road, and now it has decided that the right thing to do would be to walk on a steep grade like this.
Oh,
Do you
boy.
have animal handling?
It's the beetle way.
I have +2.
I got 4. I could try it.
You do not.
Yes. And I would like to take advantage
Advantage.
on the giant beetle hurtling us through the Underdark.
All right.
I mean, that's pretty
Is
good.
that 18?
It's not an
Hey.
18.
Not
That's a 1.
not a 1.
It turned out okay.
It's
So
18.
here, Walnut Dawngrass, I want you to tell me, how do you coax this fine young beetle?
What kind of beetle is it?
Oh, glossy, black.
Is it like a stag?
Yeah, it has that sort of like,
That nose.
well, it has that sort of like prow.
The snoot?
Yeah.
Mandible snoot? Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about that carapace. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sidle my way up to the top, and there's like a top, like the band that goes over its head, like between where it protects its neck, and it like vibrates at a certain frequency.
Yes.
And I start like shaking my
Oh,
hand to like vibrate it and send it the signals to like turn a specific way
Very cool.
based on no science, but I would imagine it to be very cool.
Oh yeah, no, it's very. So you're basically using like almost like on the top of a glass.
Yeah, like a frequency thing.
Exactly. You're trying to use its own carapace to speak words of direction and comfort
Yes.
to this insectoid. Absolutely. So you want him to walk in a way that does not involve you falling off.
Yeah, I would love that. It doesn't need to be on the road. I'm like real loose about that, but
Yeah.
in the direction and not upside down.
Absolutely.
2 rules.
I'm not here to micromanage.
2 rules just right.
Yeah.
Just those.
So what you find, no big. This is all well known to you, Cthulhu, but what you find is that what looks to be a massive empty cavern. Once you have a more granular picture of it, there is an incredible amount of detail and richness. So its instinct was basically it knew that it was time to go. So its instinct was to sort of climb up and then get away from what it would perceive to be prey of some kind.
I see.
But places that look like they're flat or like have a tiny or have a crack or slit are actually they're almost like 2 slices, like a crosswise slice of like a French bread loaf.
Okay.
So it is flat on a grade, but it's not a cave. It's just like a rift.
Oh.
It's just like a rent. So even in this cavern, there's all kinds of nooks and crannies and crevices
Yikes.
to get away from
Okay.
pursuers. So it immediately is picking up what you're putting down,
I see.
and it finds a way to tuck itself down in low and then find a grade that does not involve its riders falling off, but does involve not being on the road and not being visible to traffic out on that space. So you're trying to get a hold of a
Oh, busy.
yeah you're trying to get a hold of a magic deer.
Yeah, if there's a moment, and if we're going to have to traverse, God only knows what's going on with this beetle, so can't hurt to have Clarkmore around. Plus, we're in a fight.
Yeah,
Plus, I
okay.
always forget to summon him at the start of a round. So.
Bring him out.
I do.
Yeah.
Done.
Bless
Wait, here, bless you. Here.
I'm
no.
allergic to reindeer.
So how does it work?
It's 10 minutes to summon. In the past, I've described it as a Full Metal Alchemist because I was going to go back to my
Your anime roots?
anime roots, like a summoning circle kind of clap sort of thing.
Yep.
Although it takes 10 minutes. Maybe a little spell ring
On the
builds.
beetles?
Is it going to show
Builds
up and
around
crush
me.
the beetle? You're
Eh.
just going to punch its hooves through the...
Oh
Look,
my God.
you know, can't make it to Dwarven Town without
Cracking a few beetles.
beetles.
With an elk.
With an elk. Everyone says that. Everyone.
Name
Look it
one
up.
person.
Yeah, name one person who doesn't.
So
I'll wait.
So Dinara's back here trying to do anime bullshit. Think about it like this. I think that it is probably actually only one clap and then the pound.
Yeah.
But I bet that it takes you 10 minutes to do it exactly right.
Yeah, it's an instantaneous spell. Just he never gets it right. It's always like, yeah. It's like goofy half-formed reindeers just come and go. Like, no.
He's doing it. He's like, no, wait.
I got it this time.
Wait.
One more.
Like
And
you're
then
like
if
somebody who's trying to play a guitar song.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait.
But it's like by the end, it's just like you're just sick of it. It's like by the time it's like once you've just quit, like once you've finally quit,
Get out of your own head, yeah.
Then he comes.
I like that.
Then he comes back out.
Yeah.
It's just like I guess I'll never see him again. So how do you feel about Clarkmore? I'm trying to figure out the relationship there. Like this is like a magical space elk,
A magical celestial space elk.
right?
Reindeer.
That is intelligent.
He's intelligent, yes. He is intelligent.
He got a
so
1550 on his SAT.
He did. He's doing.
What
His
is his-
MCATs are huge.
What are his stats?
I think that's up to the DM
Okay.
on the stat stuff, at least according to the card and everything I was reading. Intelligence-wise, he's like, we're in perfect simpatico. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
So not good.
so when there's like a fight, it's like, there's like a mental link so you can like
cool.
both team up. He'll obey commands without me saying them sort of thing.
Smooth.
Yeah.
So the situation,
He's my best friend.
how long does he
exactly.
last?
Yeah, as long as I want.
Jeez.
Casting time, duration instantaneous, and I can make him go away like instantaneously as well.
Go.
So theoretically, like, if someone tried to steal him right away, I could just be like, boop, and they would just disappear.
Yeah.
Or we could tie someone up, put him on his back, have him jump off a cliff, and then make him disappear, and the guy falls. That'd be fun. Let's do that.
He spent a lot of time thinking about this. I think.
I have thought about ways I can use him.
So so after about 10 minutes of clapping and slapping the back of this beetle, you
Slap ass with a beetle.
you see Dinar's head sort of droop and hang off the back. You see the shoulders slump, and then immediately there is like a whoosh of wind, like the sound of a wind chime, like a tinkling sound, and then you hear the four hooves clack on the angle of this thing. It takes them a second to kind of adjust to the angle, but that's what their hooves are for, so it's not
Yeah.
super scary. And he does not like it here.
No.
He does not like it. You can he is like snorting and sniffing and
Oh.
kicking.
Oh, it's okay, buddy. Come on, pal. First I get all excited, like, hey! It's always a question of whether he's going to show up or not. Like, ah!
Yeah, he is giving you a look that says that the excitement is unilateral. He sees a mushroom, gives it a nibble, thinks better of it immediately.
I'll hop on him and ride him too, just to take some of the weight off the beetle. Maybe it'll make it go a little faster.
So he's pretty tall here. He's got to kind of get low a
I'm
bit,
tall
or
too,
you
so
have to
yeah.
help.
I guess I gotta get lower on him, but that's fine.
You could ride beneath him.
Yeah.
Strap yourself to the underside.
Exactly.
Just
so
a note. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
No, that's good. That's good. I like that.
So outside, there's this crack that leads back out to the cavern proper. There's heavy sounds of footfall and clanging weapons that are sort of finding their way into this crevice and bouncing around inside there. By the time it gets to the party, it's very tinny and far away. They don't appear to be looking inside the crack proper for this. So you go ahead, feel
No, I just had a question because I didn't want to get too far past it. We did get a bunch of gold before we left. How much gold did we get?
yeah. So even the box itself has value.
Oh yeah, there was jewels and stuff in there, right? Yeah.
No. So the box itself, it's like a wooden skull chamber that opens up. Inside there are 30 gold pieces, and the gems on the outside, your guess is they're worth probably 30 themselves.
Cool. mean, loot the body, sort of thing. And I didn't want to forget.
Yeah, or just like have someone. This is worse.
Yeah.
This is like having the body loot itself,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
right? It's rude.
Yeah,
at
where's
best.
the fun in it?
It's right. You got to engage.
How long does Cthulhu have to wait before the meaning of this symbol comes back to him?
He can investigate this all he wants. I mean, now that you guys aren't in the middle of the UFC octagon.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah, I'm spending some time trying to recall or flip through my notes.
Right. So
I've
the
taken.
sign that you've come to recognize as the is really the sign for unknown or no symbol.
Right.
This symbol in your study of those symbols is the symbol for unity.
UNITY.
I don't like that. Still don't like it. Not here. Not here for me here. Not union here with this. Maybe up there. Maybe that's what it means.
Is this a symbol that he was able to perceive with his weird vision?
Vision.
And we didn't see any of these details?
Yeah. Well, the detail itself, I mean, it is quite clear, just like his own focus.
Yeah.
It is as though he is wearing a focus on this link of heavy
see.
chain.
Okay.
But the specific import of it, there are many mystical symbols.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the was notable because I couldn't read it. The others jumped out at me. Maybe not jumped out. There was some study, but the I do not know what it means, what it indicates.
Absolutely. So you feel that it is time to start leading the party back out in that northeasterly direction toward Ilkhazar, if that is where you're intending to go.
It's where I want to go, but I am curious why. Did it look like that belt was it was a part of his normal clothing, or was it like the wrestling belt that he had won?
Oh, you mean would it have been part of something that you would get as a trophy or tribute?
Is it just something on his person that I was able to perceive?
No, it appeared to be part of his raiment. I mean, the closest thing that I would describe his raiment to would be something like a druidic raiment.
Okay.
It's clearly like everybody else in that crew, that rowdy band is basically it's catch as catch can. Like it's most clearly looted. It's clearly things that they have found in the garbage
Oh, I see.
or taken
Okay.
from previously living people.
And these were two different people.
Fascinating.
Too. The guy I dominated, who had this on him, was I was like the fight promoter, and the guy you talked to when we left was the fighter that was left.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's well put.
God. Okay. So you're saying we need to get back on like the main road.
Exactly.
Now that we're far enough out.
Yeah.
All right. I indicate that I think we're far enough out now that we can take the main path, which should be faster.
Do some little whistles and taps on this thing.
Yeah. Just keep guiding it.
Yeah.
It works. It works. Beat of love. Exactly right.
Herbie fully loaded.
So now that you
His
are,
name's Herbie.
His name's Herbie.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You have to keep him. Just shrink him down.
No, I have enlarge insect. I don't have shrinkify.
Oh,
Make him bigger.
Make him bigger.
Got more ground on it.
Enlarge the giant insect.
We'll bust up through the surface.
Mega insect.
It'd
Just
be
goes,
like a kaiju thing.
just goes straight up.
Why wouldn't I? I'm not
So-
going to.
So Cthulhu, I'm going to get an intellect or an intelligence check from you.
I guess I will do that. Let's see. Ooh,
That's very
19
nice.
plus.
Tasty.
Intelligence is so it's gonna be 20.
Okay, so that comes back. Now, hang on a second. There's a very specific table that I need.
Intelligence check.
No, that's not it.
We're gonna mess up scramble your brains. This
No,
week.
no. That's quite right. Now, Josh, do you have any special lighting effects for the cauldron being tipped?
Oh no.
Hey.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yes.
Very fancy.
Yes, now you've entered my dark realm. Now you've entered my dark realm. No, that's not it. No, this is not your realm. No, that's the opposite. This is very exciting. Stop it. All right. Newton 365, thank you very much for this incredible thing. You have rolled the Bane Cauldron. Exactly. So you have next time when you speak. So before it was sort of involuntary, and now you have begun to speak only in this code.
Just keeps going, huh?
No, I'm going to turn it off in a sec.
I like
You are unable to speak at all,
except in this.
cyclical code.
What do I think of this code? Do I know it to be a prayer? Is it something I'm familiar with at all?
It should be examined. Thank you very much, Josh.
Can I start making a note of what he's saying? If he's saying it over and over again, can I transcribe it?
That is an awesome idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can he write? Is this like?
Brian, let me do my thing.
Well, I was just wondering if like, is it like you're trying to talk and then once the words get to the tip of your mouth, they come out weird?
Yeah.
Or are they all messed up in your brain too?
No, maybe I know what I'm. It's like I got to convey this thought, and then my mouth opens is just more of that.
As soon as you open your craw, and this is not customary, of course. As soon as you open your craw, it is just an unbroken serpent of consonants and vowels.
Okay. Can I awaken mind?
And try to understand it,
No, I want to.
like a didgeridoo.
No,
like you're going to use.
Get on the party line.
No, I want to convey words to people. Can I? Are my thoughts messed up?
Let's see.
All right. I can't talk.
At maximum
speak.
volume,
Oh God.
you hear just a like a Jamba Juice of spare sounds of like
Oh.
bargain basement audio.
All right.
Unsubscribe.
I turn it off. I just start saying the vowels and consonants.
Tell Thirst to shut up. He's scaring the beetle.
I only care about this beetle now.
The beetle's my new friend.
Ah, dang it! Nobody here knows. The Drow have a sign language, don't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But nobody else knows it. I think.
Yeah.
Why would you?
You could have taught it to us, but
You could have cared
You
enough to learn it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's,
You could have put the fucking time in, Rosie.
Maybe I've been doing it as I speak all the time, so everybody picks it up.
yeah.
But no, nobody's looking.
milk?
He's fidgeting with his hands.
Cookie?
Oh, that's what he's doing the whole time.
This is
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the steepled fingers.
Right, and all of that was
It's a
important.
rich communion every time.
The ringing.
He gave us all the clues.
the subtle hand ringing is just all there's nuances. I mean, it's this
Every
way.
knuckle crack.
I mean,
A lot of different
this
ones.
is something.
Even this is meaningful.
Rich.
So
It's buttery with meaning. So you said you wanted to try to.
Yeah.
I turn to you. and-
I'll add my quill and my parchment.
So I'm gonna try and at least. Yeah, how long is
This
the
is
string?
all. This is all. You don't.
I can't convey that to them.
No.
So what I'm trying to do is, am I able to reset it so I can start at the beginning?
Every time you start to speak, it starts over.
Okay, good. So I will.
Vomit.
Yeah. What does it sound like?
It is. You can seize it and snare it.
Okay.
And you feel a compulsion as you have written it out. You can sort of find where the sound loops.
Where the loop is? Yeah.
Exactly. And you have a incredible compulsion to seize your debt marker
Okay.
of the Shadow Council.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
So this is it's not a language that I recognize, but it fills me with this dread. Dread?
Absolutely.
Dread would be the right word?
It
or
is.
Just, or
it
just
is.
a compulsion?
It is. It is frightening, but you feel an urge to gain comfort from this.
Okay. So it's beneath my vestments, and as I'm writing, my hand's shaking, and I start to reach inside my vestments, and as I see the loop, and I understand that my hand is moving without my notice, I look from you to you, and there's not enough time to stop me probably, but I've my hand's inside my shirt and I'm grabbing this amulet that you've never seen before.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either, so I'm just
Does
like.
it look like you're grabbing an amulet, or does it look like you're having a heart attack?
It's probably both.
Probably, and at my advanced age, it's
This could be it.
likelier than ever. This
could be
yeah,
Eye bulging.
yeah. No, I definitely look afraid, but I don't think I look like I'm not losing breath. Like I'm not red in the face or anything. It's just fear, and I can't stop myself. And I grab the amulet.
Yes, it wants to be in your hand.
Yeah. Okay. So I have this amulet.
Grandmother, what are you doing? Steering and also very confused.
Keep your
Rubbing this bug.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you now too, and the more you talk to me, the more I'm grasping this thing.
Cthulhu, shut up.
You're scaring the beetle.
The beetle.
I nod, but it's one of the vowels.
Yeah, probably.
I go like this, and you're like, oh, what is that?
Rosie, what's wrong?
Can I show her? Can I bring my amulet
absolutely.
out? Okay, so my hand's shaking, and I pull this thing out, and it's this gold amulet with the S symbol on it, right?
It's true.
And I look guilty at you in particular, and I say, there's things I haven't told you, and this is part of one of those things, and I think that we're in a lot of danger. I'm terrified.
So you're holding it like this.
Yes, yeah.
And then it's sort of like swinging from your shaking hand.
Right.
And when it swings this way, the text is codified. And when it swings this way, you can see it plain as day. And when it swings back
nice.
like this.
Oh.
Okay. And so I noticed the text changing from this gobbledygook as I'm looking at you. And I glance down and I read it. Oh boy. Okay. That's not good. More of the blood drains from my face. Okay, so what he's saying apparently is the blood of a friend by a blade drawn in anger, a remnant of chaos, the hem of his gown, a gift that is given by a sleeping stranger will burnish the tattered crown.
I don't know what it means.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Shelley, I believe.
Okay, so this is, once I read this out, am I still in this paralyzation
No,
of fear?
it's left you alone.
Okay. So
It's sort of, it keeps swinging until it sort of stabilizes.
okay, and it's good. All right. Don't worry about that. Put it back.
I'm
you wanna
gesturing
see
like,
it?
yeah, can I see it? Yeah. Like,
Sure, but I can't. I don't take it off, but I will show you.
and now I'm looking at it over the page.
Yeah.
Do you? Oh, and I'm gesturing for
Oh,
your writing.
sure.
of
Yeah,
it.
I give you the quill.
Now I'm gonna write. Hello, friend, just to test. Do I write the phrase?
Yeah.
It's still no communication possible.
No, hello friend
In common.
Oh, it does
comes out
come out.
correctly.
Okay. And I want to. I show it over. I want to see if it'll go the other way.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right.
Nice try, though.
And I write. At least I got this.
All right. Great job. And I put a smiley face next to it.
I hand you the amulet back.
Okay.
You start writing messages back to him. He's like, I can hear.
Sure.
Sorry,
still works.
What? Grandmother, what was that?
I'm not entirely certain what just happened, but something in his foul language that's coming out of his mouth triggered this. It's a debt that I owe.
You owe a debt.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only debt that matters, and it apparently wanted us to understand this garbage, which actually doesn't make me feel better.
I didn't know you were having such money troubles. You could have asked Dinar. He might have helped you.
I'm writing quickly.
That's very sweet, dear.
Write down, why was your debt in my mouth?
Wouldn't you like to know? That's actually my answer. I don't know. I don't know. You know as much as you guys know as much as I do about certain parts of this. Maybe all of it. You know as much as Kate knows.
Oh, okay.
So, Clarkmore's hooves, the sound they're making against the ground has begun to change, sort of shifting from the sort of like unvarnished cave surface into something approaching the domination of civilization. You're moving across what looks to be shattered cobblestones. In patches, you can see aspects of what it must have looked like in its heyday. But by and large, you are moving through a blasted out landscape. You're welcome to investigate it as much as you like. React, utilize your powerful skills.
I guess I'm in front. I'm on Clarkmore in front of you guys on the beetle.
My suspicion is that you don't care about any of this shit.
No. Well, I'm in a different vehicle.
You see this going and you're like, it's Cthulhu stuff.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Never understand
It's
that.
always in the back of the cart. You guys should see. You don't even know. This is half of it. It's always saying, mumbling something. Well, then, yeah, if I've got eyes on the city, can I observe? Should I roll to observe? Or?
Absolutely.
Beep, bop, beep, boop, boop. 2. What do I see?
Big 2.
Big old rock?
You think that this was probably something.
Can I do it?
At one point. See, the best part is that Dinar failure rolls are they're
very good.
Flawless.
Can I do a history check with advantage?
Hell yeah! Now this is going to be outside your ken.
Okay.
A little bit. I mean, Underdark history is not. I mean,
check.
with the state of today's public schools.
Should I do it then? Like, as you're
got?
starting to survey, and like, and I'm just like, it's like, hold on, let me look.
Sure.
Let me do a. Is it going to be history?
Yeah.
With advantage also. Here.
Hey, welcome to the
Use your
club.
advantage.
Garbage
That's a
roll
2.
2. And we're going to look at, what was it before? 4? 15.
Okay, 15 is good. So you know that on the way, you know that Ilkhazar once represented an even more substantial outpost of dwarven civilization in the Underdark. Now, much of the city, basically, war on the surface. They have ideas about these night wars that were waged, but they think of it as something that happened a long time ago. When if you're down here, they count with much greater granularity additional massive scale conflicts that have occurred all around in the Underdark. And so it's basically just like the lapping of waves against this attempt to carve a place out down here. And what you're seeing here is the parts of the beach that have turned to sand, basically.
Yeah.
These are shattered homes and buildings and places of industry that exist in a kind of fragmentary ring around the city proper.
They probably changed hands many times.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, no doubt. And you can see some evidence of this. So no doubt there were attempts to colonize certain parts of this outer city, maybe use that portion to do another attack farther in.
Right.
But you also know that there is a reason. You've never seen it, but you understand that there are reasons why the central city has not fallen in this way.
Because tough and cool. No, I don't know why. Do I know why?
Why? You've never seen it, but
never seen it, yeah.
but you understand that it is a place of tremendous industry and truly legendary smithing.
It's like fortified. Yeah. Okay.
You understand they have a certain trade in rare and some say magical metals. Some that are only produced there.
Some would say citation needed. Okay. I think Cathris's instinct is to continue unless we have need to rest for some reason and hide. But other than that, I think, are we slowing down? I think I would be like, what are we doing? Let's continue on.
Pull a couple good berries out of my pocket. Like, anybody
Just top up.
feeling peckish? I mean, if we're gonna just blast through this town and not stop.
Well, there's nobody living here though, right? It's just a shadow.
Oh no, it's just busted.
Oh.
I mean, it can't hurt unless, I mean,
I never say no to a good berry.
Yeah.
has this gentle ride counted as a short rest or anything, or do we need to tap off of the berries?
You would have to sit down.
Okay.
I don't want to stop.
All right.
No.
No, I don't either. Berry up.
Okay.
Bury me.
So I
Bury my heart.
toss a berry at you, like catch it in your mouth. I'm like, heads up.
Ab.
And then
No,
I just
but it's like the no look catch.
I pass them out to the rest of you.
Okay.
It's huge in my tiny hands.
Yes. You can like 3-bite it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to. I wish we had the opportunity to sift, but under the circumstances, I'm just like.
Curb
Let's
your
go.
curiosity, Drow.
Yeah, so I'm just like,
Just wired.
just keep going, please. Yeah. What are you doing?
This is your domain. I mean, I guess I would follow your lead or your impetus to get to the next place. I would have no reason to stop. I would have no interest in ruins, and I don't think Dinar would like this underground gross place. So he would just be like, "All right."
Yeah.
Agreed. It's gross.
I suspect. So you continue on these roads that are getting more and more certain and sure of themselves. And in the distance, looking up against the cave ceiling, you can start to see like a turquoise, like a glowing turquoise lichen. Like bright, like shining bright in the dark, casting its light down over a city that looks like a clock or something. It looks like it is a meticulously constructed. It looks like a model of a city.
It's like the Game of Thrones opening.
Oh, it's when I read the description, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you did this like 20 years ago. Okay.
Yeah. Do I know this city?
Yes.
Am I aware of it?
Yes. You think that this must be Ilkhazar.
Oh,
You think that this must be it.
it was closer than I thought.
Yeah. And so you look up, and the closer you get to it, there seem to be other gates. You can sort of see caravans moving out of other sides of the city, going on their own paths, their own directions. But you are approaching from this side, and you see a tremendous and imposing gate.
I'm gonna write down. This is Elkazar. Whatever bad things you think about me, they multiply them in there. I shouldn't do the talking, especially not now.
Love.
Yeah, I do sign it.
Exactly.
With a heart, but it's anatomical.
Full on, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it takes like a half an hour.
We're already in the gate.
Right.
Yeah, you solved
So-
the problem already.
There is a cart, a caravan. As you are approaching, in front of you, you can see a caravan speaking. You can see the caravan driver speaking to the dwarves up on the colonnades. I think it's called crenellations. The castle hat.
Yeah.
Um,
The ruffles.
and they're speaking in a dwarven tongue, the very like angular dialect, and ultimately this conversation concludes with this cart not going into the town and in fact turning left. You think maybe to try another gate into the same town.
Sometimes that's what you gotta do.
Right. It's like doctor shopping, but for dwarven Underdark gates. It's a metaphor that has a lot of descriptive power.
Yeah. So what is the back of this beetle? Are we all sort of clutching a convex
Now is
shell?
not the time to talk about beetle ass.
Well, what I'm trying to do is figure out, like, I know that, I don't know how the dwarves will feel about anybody here. Probably, why are you down here? But certainly me, they're not going to appreciate seeing a drow. So what I've done is I've covered my my head, like I'm wearing a cloak. I drape myself. You could still see who I am underneath, but I'm holding my hands together and my feet together as though bound. If you have to bluff, why do you have a dirty drow with you? Maybe you could convince them.
Yeah, better than nothing,
Yeah.
Tie him up with your grandmother's rope.
That's true.
That's a classic.
Never.
We can rough them up a little bit, just some bruises and sell it too.
Yeah,
I
okay.
can do some choking.
Just a little. Just a little.
Just a little creative choking.
So because it's not under dress, I tie you up, but it's like way better than I did with Oak. Like she's been practicing her knots. in the
Oh, it's
interim.
premium.
Yeah, like she stays up late and is like, yeah. And so she learned it from a book. Not
The glower.
And that works because it's all diagrams. There's no, she doesn't
Yeah,
have to read
exactly.
it.
Yeah, no text. No text.
So yeah, he's done up real good. And then I have it. And I'm like, great. I don't. Here you go, grandmother.
It's like sweet. I'll tie your feet too.
Yeah. And I give it a tug, and I'm like nodding.
I give you the thumbs up. I'm like,
Improvement, yeah.
It's like, ora, solo bra. So, it's your turn to be turned away from this gate. Now it would appear.
Or not.
Yeah, indeed. So you find your way up to the front, and the designs that accompany it are quite novel and probably worth describing. So at the corners of these,
Close my eyes.
yeah, exactly. No, you need not. You don't have any. So up at the top, every inflection point, like at every vertex of this wall that is going out, you can see dwarves peering out into the Underdark, holding lanterns that are lit around the edge. And so in each corner, they seem to be like looking out for someone lost or missing. And like I said, so the actual front gate of this thing is iron. It is just a massive 10-foot, you have no idea how thick, but a massive 10-foot iron gate with an incredibly stern dwarven iconography on the front. It is not inviting. And the voices you hear from atop the gate say, "Announce yourselves!" And then you hear a smaller voice and a couple of hands just up on the top. It says, "Announce yourselves!"
We're here.
Yeah?
Yep. We are Acquisitions Incorporated.
Okay.
You may have heard of us. We're from the surface, which is not as great as down here. Such a great place you have.
Mm-hmm.
And we're here seeking. What are we seeking?
Asylum?
Asylum
Passage?
from this
Yeah.
disgusting drow-filled Underdark.
When you say asylum, I'm like, oh. But then when you add that, I'm like, that's a good play.
Announce yourselves, your names.
Oh, I'm Walnut Dawngrass. and
What?
these- Walnut Dawngrass.
Who?
This is unfortunate. Rosie, what about you? Your name holds sway.
You can see him sort of like looking over, and I mean, his head is like just above the edge of this crenellation. He looks over and he's whispering. You're not sure he's fucking with you.
Oh.
He's whispering to his friend. There's no joking. There's no laughing.
Oh.
One more time.
Walnut Dawngrass of Acquisitions Incorporated, Red Larch Branch.
Elf,
Wood Elf, yes.
you made me 5 gold. You made me 5 gold, and I greet you and I honor you. Walnut Dawngrass, I told you. Here, I can go down the list. Walnut Dawngrass,
Huh?
Rosie Bee Stinger,
You got it.
No. Wrong.
Cathris Drawab,
But despite myself, you can see the cloak nod. Like, you got me.
Dinar Blitzen.
Yo,
Yeah.
present.
Ha ha! Ha ha! Who's the beetle?
Oh, this is Herbie. Good old Herbie.
All right. Hey,
Love this
listen.
bug.
We're not supposed to let anybody in today.
Yeah.
We have a very specific situation under which we can.
What?
Oh yeah. No, I'll see you soon. This is gonna take a long time. You're gonna see. This takes forever. And he disappears. And then you can see him. You can sort of see his head, like you can see one of them going this way, and you can see their one just sort of like running his hands along the crenellations, going left. And this one is he's having a good time. Like he has a little spring in his step. He's kind of dancing his way in. So you wait there for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And this gate, you hear a clank, and then the entire iron loaf of the door just falls straight down into the earth. And behind it, you see another gate made of iron,
Of course.
10 feet in width, and it has an even more stern looking dwarf on it. A couple minutes later, there's another clang. It goes straight down into the earth. You go to the next one. Now, behind this one, this is no longer iron.
Okay.
This gate has an army of dwarves on it.
Oh boy.
The wall itself is made of a sort of like a pale silvery metal, and you swear it is, as soon as this one is exposed to you, you swear there's almost something like a warm breeze coming off of it. That slides down. This happens 5 more times.
Oh my god.
And so each time just
Are they going up behind us like locks?
no. You think that the counterweight, you can feel it in the ground. You think the counterweight must be somewhere inside.
They're not closing the gates behind us.
Somewhere inside the wall. No. Now they're open. They're just going all the way. You think there's only 2 of them up there right now. And then there's some yelling at each other in Dwarven for this last one. But this last one is made of just a gleaming. You know that it's not silver because you couldn't make something like this out of silver. You think it might be mithril, but a 10-foot wide, 3-foot deep slab of mithril is an inconceivable. It is an inconceivable thing to imagine being in one place, let alone being used as a door. And you know that this town has 3 locked gates like this. So by the time this is down, the counterweight of this last one knocks the first one back up.
I see.
I see.
And so then that seems to set almost like a domino in reverse chain reaction. So it falls down, and then behind you goes. And then when this goes down, you walk out, and when you get into this next area, you are greeted by as many as 15 dwarven guards, all of them in immaculate plate, mithril chain, axes at the ready, and their captain walks up, nods to you, and says, "We will take you to the council."
Yes, of course you will.
That's why we're here.
Absolutely.
How did you know who we were?
Everyone knows who you are.
Well,
I mean, it's you.
me, yeah. Them too? Dinar and friends?
How did you know who they were?
Yes. Yeah, how did you know who they were?
That's the
Yeah.
best part.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, this guy. Yeah. They say, "We have been waiting for you for quite a long time. Our king left a very precise edict. We have a gift for you.
Ooh.
And upon receipt of this gift, you will go on your way."
Beware gifts from dwarven soldiers. That's what I always say.
All right. Okay, this is a good break. This is a good point to break, I think, for the next section. Shadow Council, Mayor Labors, please you. Don't go nowhere. We're going to do our special break. There's going to be some stuff. Don't be frightened. We'll be back before you know it. See ya. Hello. I'm Jerford K. Horkins. And this is Tessie Teams. I'll be your host, Jerford K. Horkins. Hey, when last we saw our heroes, they had recently, and in an incredibly surreal way, been invited into the Dwarven enclave in the Underdark known as Iltkazar, which can be best thought of as a cool clock that you can live inside. And you're getting a sense of the authentic, like world-class cleverness that went in. I mean, you're not sure that you have seen a surface city of this sophistication. To be perfectly frank, we're talking about massive aqueducts of cool, clear, fresh water running in channels, turning wheels all around the city. And if you are not mistaken, you think that you actually see water going into individual manors and homes.
What?
Yeah, this, like I say, I mean, it is meticulous and considered in a way that you have not seen a surface city constructed as.
I was going to say, if they had to, be smart, like, with that door set up anywhere, it would be here. But apparently they had spare time, and now it's like it's opulent on top of it.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
we got this taken care of. We'll never be attacked again.
Well,
Let's have a nice place.
It's like they have transformed it into a fetish somehow, right? They made it weird.
Yeah, gross.
They made it weird. And as you are going through, you can see that as you're going up this sort of ramp toward a building in the center of town, you can see that there are actually grates over the tops of these aqueducts, and you think you may see flickers of protective runes over them. So they've even considered that something might try to get in via this channel.
Right. As we're walking, I'm going to nudge you and like,
I know, great knots. Ow. And I undo them very.
I'm
But
watching.
I'm upset about it. I'm like, it's such a shame. Is there such good knots?
You'll get another chance.
The guard,
I like him better this way.
the guard. So did you untie? Did you retie?
Untied.
Untie.
Okay. The guard that's walking alongside you says, "Why'd you do that?"
This is just the hour we let him walk around on his own.
He's like, "You can tie him up, or I can tie him up."
I immediately go like prostrate and like thank you for this blessed few moments of freedom.
Yeah, he's not in any trouble. We got him under. Got him. I mean, you know him. Got him under tight lock and key. Oh yeah.
I show my bracelet. Check this out. And I tug it. Yep.
I
Nice, right?
get choked a little bit.
Doesn't matter if he has ropes on his wrists or not. We have this guy under control. Not to worry.
He belly laughs
It's funny, right?
at this. He's like,
Idiot.
At table
Look
talk,
at the jerk.
at table talk, let's discuss the intersection of fetishes that Cthulhu represents.
Yeah. It's a
We got
lot.
humiliation.
Yeah.
We got
Asphyxiation.
yeah, bondage.
Bondage,
We
yeah.
got a lot of different stuff.
He's not even allowed to talk. We've cursed him. Check this out.
He's
yeah,
everybody's favorite sub.
that's enough of that. That's we're good. I'm good on that. Let's not hear that
Put on the
anymore.
mask. Just get a zipper mask.
It's just so he can't get his filthy drow ideas in our heads and start messing up our insides. Don't like that.
Yeah. He's like, well, keep that necklace at the ready. He reaches down to his belt and pulls up what looks like almost like a little arachnid made of chains and clips. And he's like, you ever seen one of these?
Can't say I have. Looks great though.
I'm gonna nudge you like, bring the rope back on. Let's do the rope though.
He says,
he goes.
he says, if he's not controlled, we will control him with one of these.
What's it do?
And he shows it. So he basically unfolds it, and you can see how it's like a pair of handcuffs, but for every finger.
Oh.
It's like a
I see the legs, like the
Yeah.
pincers spread, and I'm like, oh, like I'm clearly now too interested.
Now you want to try
Yeah,
it.
now
yeah,
you want to be
yeah.
restrained. You're like,
Yeah.
Put your hands in it,
You're like, no, I'm not even aware that I'm like.
you're like driving
Go
into the
ahead.
holes.
Can I
No, he
put my-
he gives it a quick shake, and it falls limp, and he clips it back to his belt.
Very appreciative look on my face.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Looks
good.
good.
Looking good. So
That's way better than the rope.
So as you are pulled up to a smaller version of the door that you saw out front, a more tastefully appointed version, still iron. It swings in, so you think it might not be solid iron. You think this might be ironclad wood. You know what I
The
mean?
low bid.
Oh,
Plated.
boo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
folded cardboard.
Why would you put iron over perfectly good wood?
Fuck y'all. And so,
Stupid.
They blew it all in that mithril door.
yeah, exactly. That's 3 of them. 3 of these motherfuckers.
Mithril doors?
I know, right?
Good lord.
Exactly. It's like it's got, but it's like you can see sort of like it's like the HGTV home show, and it's like these are our musts. Mithril door.
Oh yeah.
So when these doors open and the guards bring in the party, there is already an argument underway inside this place.
In common?
It is a mixture of whatever language people want to swear in, apparently. Well, you can hear with a spell. You can understand most languages, right?
I don't think I have that one.
He's got eyes of the Runekeeper. He doesn't
I can
have
read.
He doesn't have ears of the Runekeeper.
ears of the Runekeeper.
I'm just in all of those. I considered taking that one, but I do not have that one.
That's fine.
It's a good idea though.
Oh, it's very, very cool.
Yeah.
I got Elvish, Halfling, and Draconic as well as Common,
That's very good.
if there's anything in there.
I got Sylvan. If anybody wants to get
Woodsy.
Get Elfin with it. So there is around the table that they have. It appears to have it's almost like a onyx flat, like reflective glass top almost. But inside the table itself, you can see the city. So you can see all the aqueducts operating. You can see carts leaving or coming into the town. Your guess is it's probably something like the owl that you have for the cart. There's probably a spire or something like that. It's basically like a table, but it's like the scrying version of the table. They opted for the The good one.
Ooh, yeah.
Right.
Well, it shows. I forgot all about that shitty door.
Granite scrying top.
Exactly. So
good.
this is quite a motley crew of individuals here. Doesn't appear to be 100% from any specific caste or clan. There's smiths. I mean, there's people like clearly pulled out of a day's work in here to argue about this situation that you have somehow been brought into. And so one of them, as they're calling it to order, says that, you know, if we're going to be discussing this matter, a matter that concerns these outsiders, we should probably do it in their tongue. And so most of them agree to it, but some of them feel like you're not owed that.
Yeah.
So they continue to heckle about it. But what you're able to derive from this group of people is that their king established an edict, a strange edict, that involved the granting of a mithril pick to 4 specific people should they come to the West Gate.
A
What?
mithril
Hmm.
pick.
4 mithril picks?
Not just one.
It's only one. Yeah.
And specifically the West Gate.
Specifically the West Gate. Now, there's a period of time where people claim to not know where the pick is. So it doesn't matter because nobody can find the pick. But it is eventually revealed that the pick's whereabouts are known.
It's good to know. Can't say anything.
All right, is it in the city?
Oh, no, it's like it's somebody's house.
Oh, okay.
No, they just trade it around. It's like something they keep on the mantle.
I see. All right.
Well, I like gifts. So where does everyone seem to be falling in this argument?
Well, it seems to me, like just listening to it, it seems like they're trying to find. So they're also pouring through. They're called the Books of Myth Barak, and they are basically the laws laid down by the king, and these laws are interpreted by this body whenever he is not available to rule on specific issues. It's almost like they all have to. It's like a kind of Bible of the city's laws.
Who is this king?
King Myth Barak.
But it's his stuff.
How long ago did he lay down this edict?
Oh, this edict has been around for hundreds of years.
Okay. So King Mithbarak is no longer with us, or this
He
is
he is, they say, resting.
okay.
Is that a euphemism?
Long
Yeah,
rest.
where?
Yeah, why not a long rest?
Where's he
The
resting?
longest.
So
we wake him up?
in his chambers here in the city of Iltkazar.
Well, he's got some special guests. Should someone wake him up?
That's not how it works. Dinar Blitzen.
How has there been an edict for hundreds of years?
Indeed. It's the 5 gold piece question.
Yeah.
How do they know?
How did you know we were coming?
We didn't know you were coming. King Myth Barak knew you were coming.
How did the king Mithbarak know?
We can't ask him because he's asleep.
Does this happen a lot? This kind of thing?
Oh yeah. That's our whole job.
Does he have like the true sight or something?
So they're going through, and they've broken up into like little conclaves.
Sure.
They're all flipping over these books, trying to find some excuse to not give you the pick.
Right. Sure.
What was your question? I'm sorry, I was doing my job.
Does your king have some kind of gift that lets him see into time itself? I'm just one is so confounded by this.
But I don't know how it works with your king. But Yeah, we've opted to be ruled by a wise ruler. That is true.
It's just.
I don't know how it works
very-
for you.
That just seems extra wise.
It's very,
That doesn't seem that weird.
Honestly, it's
It seems like a very specific prophecy. Like we didn't even know that we were a group until somewhat recently, and it says those names in there.
he says, I'll show you.
Yeah, let me see it.
He flips it over, and it's like it's all in Dwarven.
Sure.
But I can read it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so he directs you to the part, and it's very rigid. Like I was saying, like angular, like very precise grammar. Like you've heard
You
have heard
over,
Dwarven.
by the way.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Slave.
And I'm leaning into it.
Just
like,
like
over
head
there.
just down.
Yeah. Read this now.
yeah. I see our names there.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, they're rendered in like a.
Like a phonetic.
3D scheme.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. The vowels, like the vowels aren't exactly
They're
right.
written in word art.
Yeah, exactly. No wingdings.
Yeah.
The vowels aren't exactly right, but this is quite clear.
It says the names that we go by colloquially,
Yeah.
not our true names.
Well, no, not whatever you
Okay.
not whatever you have in your secret heart.
Okay.
Like literally the names that people know you by.
Okay.
Does it say what we do once we get the pick?
No.
take it and
It says once they receive the pick, they are free to go. Thus is the decree of King Mithbarak.
Free to go, meaning we're restrained. Like, what's the
You're not retained or anything like
Well,
that.
like,
There's
what's the vibe?
There's no
So-
role. It isn't like, hey, take this and then go kill the dragon. That's
No.
not
Yeah.
All right. So like some of them are saying give these guys the pick, and some of these guys are saying no, but no one's saying we can't leave.
I'm gonna nudge you, Rosie, and I'm gonna like give me paper, like write down. Like, can I?
What do you want, idiot?
Come on, just all right. They're not even paying attention.
Make it quick.
Yeah, no one's paying attention. Just smacking around.
They're over there.
She's like found
Sell
new
it.
ways of smacking.
So, and I write down like maybe we don't want the pick until I can contact the home office and see if they can get us out of here faster. Maybe we stay here until Omen makes arrangements to get us out of here. I don't want. It's a novel. I don't want the pick if that means we have to leave this safe city.
Okay, so you want us to stall. Love Cthulhu.
I take it back from you as you take it from me. Love Cthulhu. Yeah.
So as you have written that out and then handed that back to Rosie, you have read it. How do you feel about it, Rosie? Tell me more.
Okay, so
Give me the inside scoop.
you want us to stall. You know what you're doing around here. So I look at this and I scoff and I toss it aside. This Joker wants us to leave ASAP. Get out of here with this mithril. But I love your city. The hospitality here, so nice.
And I'm making ugly faces. And
Yeah.
Oh, you don't
thumbs down.
you don't like dwarven hospitality?
And I'm a little bit scared now. I'm like,
Take it or leave it.
He says, well, as much as I'd hate to give you what you want. And then as he says that, you can hear like a long, low horn. He says,
Whenever you talk, I just hear a long, low horn.
yeah, exactly. He's
Just
he says, that's our deliberations for the day.
oh.
He says, wait,
did we arrive
what?
anywhere?
Oh no, they are no closer to anything than they were when you guys started in here.
Okay.
And so, but it's like, well, they can't just stay in an inn. They're the result of a serious conversation we were having. It's like this is fundamentally an ecclesiastical conversation. We are interpreting the words of the king as relates to these prophets
Not
It's
you.
like, so they go around. They're like, so who will house them? And then it's like around the table. It's like not I. It goes all the way around until there's one person left, and he's like, Thrym the Learned will house them.
And he won't even make eye contact?
No.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so
Thrym the Learned.
What do we-
Gonna house him.
What does this guy look like?
Woo!
Yeah.
Can't wait to house him. Great.
I can't wait to be housed.
It's like awesome. He's like, you can stay in my guest manor. There's no
Your guest manor?
situation where,
Our names are in the books of Myth Barak.
yeah, but we don't know why, and I'm trying to.
trying to get that first class.
Yeah.
Upgrade.
It's like
Guest room's main manor.
Look,
Take it or leave it.
all right. Listen, okay, all right. Hold on. Guards,
So impressed.
just carry him or push him. Just bring him. Oh God.
Palanquin. I know you got one.
It's like no, that's not a dwarven thing.
For me too. I'm trying to say like, but also this one.
He'll carry it.
But my name's in there too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, like I'm in the book too. Trying to.
So
God.
you are hustled even higher up into like another ring of the city that has additional protections above and beyond the 10-foot, 3-foot thick metal chunks, metal slices that have thus far sufficed for the last few hundred years. And you are led to the, by dwarven Underdark terms, substantial holdings of Thrym the Learned.
Okay.
And you can see the large, immaculate stone palace that he lives in, and then a truly marvelous guest manor that he thinks is an insult, but is actually one of the nicer places you've stayed, honestly.
Which one's his manor?
The very, very large, nice one.
See, I like that one better.
When you get an Airbnb, you don't want to stay with the host. You want your own room.
He says,
Who knows what he gets up to?
he says, you are not wrong. Your names are in the book. My name is not in the book.
Probably should get your house, and then you stay in the guest manor.
That is not going to happen. What will happen, what I will allow to happen, Walnut Dongrass,
Nope. Walnut. Rosie. Come on. I thought you were Thrym the Learned.
Dinar? Listen,
Sure.
all the same, I see one face. It makes no sense to me.
Racist.
Listen to this. I will allow you to dine in my dining hall with me. Then you will retire to the guest manor.
Rosie, it's all garbage. This city's terrible.
Open bar?
What does that mean?
You'll find out.
Is there a bar that has limitations?
Yes, there is.
What?
I know. It's a nightmare.
That's unconscionable.
Thank you. I agree. We agree on this point.
That disgusts me. He's like, we will discuss this closed bar in my man's later this evening. Please, by all means, freshen up in these smaller, lesser quarters. There is a small retinue of guards. You think that the guards are mostly for Cthulhu? You think that's their primary purpose?
I keep like standing up and like to show gratitude, but I forget that that's not what they're looking for. So I again will bend down and just play into whatever they think.
So you're like, hold on.
drow
So
is
you're
like-
like, so you're like cranking up, like you're turning like the drow. This is like the reefer madness
Yeah.
of the drow
I warned you
experience.
about them. Yeah, don't let them into your city.
You're like hissing. You're like gonna eat a baby. Just 2 bites. You throw the rest of the baby away.
Oh, the worst.
You know what I mean?
What a terrible guest.
Yeah. You gonna leave meat on that baby?
God.
So there are, in my father's house, there are many rooms. Like there are many rooms in this guest manor as well. There are 6 in total. You have your run of the place. There's 1 large room, like a master suite, and then 5 smaller, lesser rooms.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can argue about it if you like.
Dinar, you can have the big room.
Hooray!
Yeah, because you got you,
Me and
Cappy,
Elk.
and an
an
elk.
elk, and Oak's scalp.
Oh yeah, I still have the scalp.
That's gotta start
Stinking.
No,
It's congealed.
You would think, on more than one occasion, you have had to get down from Clarkmore because it has just like slid off like a hat,
Oh.
like a
Still?
a breeze. No, a breeze will.
I mean, it's not congealed.
No, a breeze will catch the hair, and it will go down, and you swear to God that you have seen it move a little.
I was iron gianting. This is no good.
So when you reach down there, grab that hair,
Oh yeah.
put it right back on Cappy, like before, fresh. Now, smooth white skin underneath the hair.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well.
What?
Yeah.
Do we see
I
this?
I guess I would tell
There's
everyone.
an assembled oak somewhere. It's just like, where
Yeah,
did that?
he's waiting.
He's all back together. It's just a skull.
He's wearing like a Kangol, like some other, like a hat he doesn't like.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's good. It's
Those
good.
floppy safari hats with
Yeah.
the string.
Just trying it out. I'm gonna write, I write in quotes, learned, room with books. Say I'm illiterate. But like, I don't want to get in the room with if there's anything to learn here.
Sure. Well, that's kind of why I wanted the main house, because his main house is going to have the good stuff in it. This is going to be the Airbnb, which has, a copy of Crime and Punishment so that he looks smart, and then there's nothing else of value in there.
It's one of these. It's a situation where you think that Crime and Punishment or like War and Peace will like make you look smart, so you just buy multiple copies of it.
Yeah.
Yes. And put in different bindings.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's just the same book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple different language versions.
Yeah.
Spice it up.
Loves this book.
Spice it up.
Okay.
There are a few historical books, even here in the foyer of the guest manor.
Yeah. I figure with a house like this,
Yeah. Is there a specific topic you're interested in?
I just want as much as I can. I would love to find out more about, let's see, I mean, even the history of this city, of like what they were preparing for.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
coffee table book.
Just that type of
Well,
thing.
it's just like it's like My Elkazar by King Mithbarak.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful wood prints. It's the whole 9 yards. That's not actually what it is, but there are a few histories that you can flip through.
Yeah.
Older books that clearly show the old borders of the city. And so where you're at now is marked as Inner Ilkazar. And these extra regions outside there are different districts devoted to other types of art forms. There's going to be textiles and things like that. Now, the hardened, war-ready version of this city specializes primarily in arms and armor.
Okay. Yeah, my aim would be to figure out, see if they had uncovered anything that resembled what I saw. That it was a goblin, right? What he was wearing, that he had found.
Ancient symbols.
Just like
Ancient symbols.
like archaeology and
This
things like that.
this is what is it? Omphaloskepsis. This book is obsessed with dwarven ingenuity, heritage, primacy.
Right.
Right.
It's something to read.
No, but exactly. But there is something.
wouldn't frown
They,
at it.
they do discuss the king and his extended rests,
Okay.
which can last for as long as 75 years.
Oh.
It's said he wakes up and then he spends 25 years trying to get shit back to where it was when he went to sleep. So the town, it basically has no institutional. It doesn't really have an institutional memory. It has the
To just have to wait till he wakes up. Yeah.
well, and you saw for yourself what it looks like when they try to interpret the laws. They just argue about them nonstop, and there's not a whole lot of progress. And then when the whistle blows, they're done. I mean, they have 75
Right.
years. It's like,
they got other things to do.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not. So is our host still around? Because I don't want to flip through it.
no, there's a few heavy mithril toed boot stamps at the front of the house. Can I get perception rolls from my people?
Love to give those.
Out of 15.
As did I.
Good one.
Quite good.
Hey. I got a 17.
17?
Yeah, 17.
15?
8 plus 7.
All right. So you are over, as I suggested, the aqueducts are constantly pushing fresh, clear water into the homes themselves, so much that it's being used for decorative purposes.
Yeah.
So there is a central fountain, a stone fountain in the center of this room, and there is maybe a 2-second pause in the flow.
Where it just goes, wilts.
Yep, and then comes right back up.
It's like the Bellagio.
Somebody flushed.
Yeah,
Where's Herbie?
a god flushed.
Herbie's outside.
Is he outside the manor? Did he come with us?
No, Herbie is in a stable.
Beetle stable. Okay.
God flushed is the lesser adaptation of Atlas Shrugged.
Yeah.
Like a more broader market.
Well, no, exactly. It's
Fountainhead.
Yeah.
well, yeah. It's like the King James edition.
Yeah.
It's like a more digestible version.
Okay, so we noticed that. Well, and I'm like, it's not that great. Not as good as he thinks it is. What is the look on the guards' faces? Are they at all? They're used to that.
Look, their eyes are completely on you.
Okay.
They don't know what you're going to do with that book. They heard you couldn't read. They don't know if you're going to eat it or what.
I'm flipping through it, and I'm making a show of sometimes I hold it upside down.
You should.
Reading it as fast as I can.
At 1/4 speed.
Oh, I bet Eyes of the Runekeeper would let me read really well.
Oh yeah,
if it
even
was sideways.
upside
Even if it
down.
was-
Oh. So you read the whole thing upside down.
I'm trying. Yeah.
Nice.
Flip to what
Love it.
might be interesting to me, but and then I'm gonna throw it down because I can't read, yuck. But I respect the book too much, so I'm like, yuck. Put it very carefully back.
Icky.
This is torture.
Another one.
Get another one.
I can't handle it anymore.
Maybe there's pictures in this one.
Can I take a closer look at this fountain?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what I'm looking for. Just any kind of explanation for why that flow stopped. That seemed like something that we needed to pay attention to. 19?
Ooh, that's quite good. So tell me how you're interacting with this fountain, and I will tell you what you learn.
Okay, so describe the fountain to me again.
This is a entirely stone enclosure. So there's going to be a large basin at the bottom, and then inside there's almost like a. It's like imagine a bouquet made of warhammers,
Oh, love it. Okay, and then the water's
and then
coming out
the
of
water
hole?
basically the water comes out of one side of each of the hammers, so it sort of comes out in a floral way.
Okay, and then so what happened was that
Yeah,
just stopped for a second?
just wait.
Okay.
Came back. Yeah.
So I suppose I'm inspecting to see if there's any kind of blockage or weirdness around this fountain that would explain an uneven flow. I'm an expert plumber, I guess.
Yeah. So how do you want to explore the aperture,
I guess I'll take a
junior plumber?
I'll take the end of the non-business end of my staff, the party end of my staff, and I will just sort of nudge curiously around these warhammers to see if any of them come loose.
Oh, nice. So as you are beginning to work this fountain with your
Keep an eye on my guards.
sacred staff,
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
"What, lady?"
I'm a prophet. Don't worry about it.
I'll make more of a.
This is
like.
Tipping over faces.
Little imp dancing. Yeah.
So you have your staff, and then you feel like you feel something a little bit like sort of like stuck in the aperture as it come out, and you sort of push it back in, and the flow increases.
Okay. Fixed it.
You did it.
Side quest.
Go to the bathroom in it. That's
Level 8.
what it's for.
Nice.
No, that's not.
Lovely plumber.
That's not true. And so the guard is like, "Dinner is served.
Why the?
It's dinner time. Let's go."
Okay. Cool.
Yay!
All right. We go.
All right. I'm gonna. Yeah. I walk over to you because I'm in your custody. I'm like, lead me by this part of the rope.
Oh. Okay.
I push you with the party end.
I ignore all this and just run in.
Full sprint.
Yeah, I'm like,
Chicken.
rude or not, I'm hungry. I'm always hungry. I'm like, yeah.
We're going to the main manor for this meal. Yeah.
That's the real place.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like I'm upset right now because you're acting super weird and you won't talk to me. And it's like, I don't want to admit it, but I'm like, this is usually like, it's kind of been like my buddy. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you today?
Yeah, anytime I have to make a display of like, and I look at you and I'm like, it's so stupid. Can't talk.
I like that. Okay, so what you just said was, after all of this and him going feral basically and going blah, blah, you're like, what's with you today, man?
It's fucking awesome. Jesus,
Something's wrong.
Yeah, I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
there is something though.
There's just a little bit.
Did you get your hair cut? Or?
Yeah.
just maintaining it, but it gets more and more sort of feckless and tepid.
Yeah. This is just blurring the lines. I don't ever fully let the show end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the credits never roll on this.
No.
So you are taken in and seated at a wide wooden table.
Am I?
Yeah.
Do I get to?
Yeah. But it's like at the very, very opposite corner of the
It's a
table.
little kid's chair.
Yeah.
dog
It's
dish.
outside.
I've done worse. Yeah, I wouldn't be so upset by that.
And the table itself is made of wood, which strikes you as strange in this place.
Fancy.
Yeah. You think it might be a little upmarket.
Oh. Okay. So because we're underground, wood is potentially more valuable.
This is, all you notice is that this is not. You haven't seen a lot done this way.
This is a perversion.
Wood for sheep. It's like 1 for 5.
Classic
Yeah,
walnut.
it's a huge trade.
Yeah.
Huge trade. What brick?
Yeah.
Forget about it. So, what occurs in here is that a host of dishes that are nonsensical are provided, and they don't smell bad, but they don't smell good. You don't know what it is. You don't know 100% what it is.
It's not stopping me.
Yeah.
That's most of what I eat. So
You had me, it doesn't smell bad.
So you're able to you take a family potluck approach. There's a lot of unique offerings here. There's something that looks like an eyeball, but is not an eyeball.
Whew.
But looks like an eyeball. And it's pretty good.
that looks like one like is appears to be. I'm saying it perceives as an eyeball.
No.
It's looking around.
It has vision. No, but it's just like a thing where it's like you bite and then there's that growing pressure, and then just pop.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just that flavor.
I just eat
All right.
another good berry and I look
Yeah.
right at him when
Yeah.
I do it, and then I just go,
Something from home.
All done.
Waste not, want not.
Exactly. So this, he has even more ridiculous fountains and sconces here. So there are actually like there's a massive fountain and then sort of miniature enclosures just in the pillars going down in this room. Could I get some perception rolls?
Yeah.
I'm going to take advantage
Again.
on mine.
Okay.
Ooh,
God damn,
very
Rosie.
nice.
Aladdin.
That's
I
a
also
20.
want-
Aladdin?
I also want advantage.
I just can't wait to be king.
Because this one stings.
Oh.
That's Jack.
No, it's not.
It's-
It's not.
Yo,
No.
That's junk. Roll again.
That's John.
I got 13.
20.
yeah, it's quite good.
No, I got it. I'm not gonna bother.
So it
Got
will
my
it will
head
come in
down.
it will come into play shortly.
Okay.
So as he's doing his best to acclimate to
Thrill.
a radical new guest, and he's like, we never knew what the prophets were going to be, and you seem like normal people.
Well, that's where you're wrong.
Give me an example.
She can turn into a wolf.
Yeah.
What's a wolf?
Oh, man. What's a wolf? Terrifying beast.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Enormous.
Let's see
Bigger.
it.
Full. No, it doesn't work like that.
She's
No?
not your monkey. She's a prophet.
Well, she's a wolf, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
She can turn into a wolf.
but not if you need to. Like
It's
not
like a
if somebody
smaller
asks.
version
you
of
can't
the thing
do
I
it.
was riding.
It's not a great power.
This guy
yeah.
is, Dragonborn, just look at him.
No.
Got a tail,
Uh,
which is very unusual.
Pretty weird.
actually. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How you like that?
It's all right.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's most of what he's about.
That's all I got.
I'm trying to get your attention specifically, and I've written it.
In your food,
Yeah, I've written it somewhere where I can hold like on my napkin or something.
it's like a ketchup.
yeah. And I'm like, and I show up the word decorum ? And I'm like, why are you gonna be rude? Just laying it on thick.
I'm not being rude, am I?
Are you saying that to get right?
Decorum. You showed me decorum. I'm like, no, don't worry about it.
You need not.
He's not expecting much from you. It's fine.
Yeah. So, hang on a second. So go back to this closed bar.
Oh my God. Okay. In certain towns and cities, surface world, obviously not down here.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes, if you have had a few too many jugs of wine and you start dancing on the table, which is fine in many cultures.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes a surly bartender will tell you, Grandma, you've had enough to drink, and then they won't serve you anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's like obviously don't dance on this table,
I wouldn't dream of it.
but a lot of our
Any other table.
Do you know what I think it is? I have a theory about this. I think they close the bars because your tables are made of wood.
Well,
This is the nice table. Most of the tables here, certainly a table in an inn or pub, is going to be made of stone.
sure.
This is a table that can withstand revelry.
But I'm not allowed to dance on it?
Not this one. We have a dancing table. I mean, I can.
As long as there's one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely every house. I'm just saying that's probably why. I think if stone tables were more common, it'd be a different situation.
Maybe. You know what? That's probably right. Probably doesn't have anything to do with me.
Yeah. No. There's something I was thinking about. It's just something I was thinking about. As you were saying this, the water pressure in the sconces drops again.
Ah,
And so he is seated in such a way that there are pillars just behind him and then in front like this, separated by a distance of perhaps 20 feet each in a room that is perhaps 100 feet across. Now, you can see as you are talking to him and he is holding forth on his profound surface drinking theories, you can see that the water has slowed down and then it has stopped in the two sconces behind him. And then from the spigots themselves, reaching out is a green tentacle.
oh, that's not great.
and it continues to progress and progress. And so it's coming out on both sides.
Yeah.
And then once this one gets a little bit farther, this one recedes. And then this side, you see another second tentacle come out and then extend, reach down, and then begin to pull on the floor. And from this pillar, from this sconce, there is a pop, and then the rest of this creature basically bursts from this tiny spigot and then just deposits itself on the floor. And the initial surprise gives way to a kind of grim curiosity. It's basic. It looks like a Thanksgiving gelatin. And then so he's continuing. He's like, but by the same token, it could be that surface spirits are not as strong as the. So he's still going.
I'm letting him talk instead of being like, you got a weird pet back here, man.
Exactly. And so the sound of his own voice is very pleasing to him coming back off the marble. And then the gelatin begins to assume a distinct shape. And when the head of this creature pulls itself up out of the central mass, just a soaking wet curtain of tentacles falls down out of its face, and then off of its back peels two sticky pairs of wings. And then the hands itself sort of pull out of its own abdomen, and as it does so, the gaping gash in the center of its chest remains open, and inside you can see a starving, frenzied mass of red worm-like tentacles and intestines.
I let Thrym keep talking.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I mean, if it could be that if good dwarven spirits were available at more of your establishments, and then without warning, it turns to this sound, and the red tentacles lash out and snatch him, and then pull him directly up and right into his stomach, where the rest of them begin to suckle and attach.
I make this. Just everybody be quiet
Are
for
there-
a second. I think it's sound. I think it detected the sound of his voice.
Are there other guards in here?
Not in the dining area.
There weren't. None of them were like hawking him. Okay.
And then so he's pulled in and turned around. And Cathris, you have the ability to exclaim in your ordinary tongue and ordinary vocabulary as you see this event, and I would like to encourage you to do so.
Oh, I can actually.
You can.
Do I find that it's
It's
returned?
very surprising.
Oh, okay. It does surprise me. Okay. Check, please.
I'll have what he's having.
Boo.
Okay, wait, no. We're playing along with your calm,
Yeah.
and then he gets enveloped. He gets pulled into the mass, and all I could think is he'd go like, "Ah, yes, that's exactly it. Let's go. We have to go."
This is what I was talking about.
I'm almost pleased that my theory was confirmed, and it was everybody's theory. This thing's gonna eat him, but I'm just excited that it happened. Am I shocked to hear my own voice?
Oh, absolutely. It just comes unbidden.
I could talk.
Yeah. And so he is. It's like, imagine that you're looking inside the glass window of like a front-loading washer.
No.
And he's just like churning and rumbling in here. And then every now and then his head comes out and he's like, no, wait. And then it churns back in, it comes back out, he says, I'll advocate in front of the council. and then it comes back in, and then you think that it may be having a difficult time with the mithril vest. You think that maybe that's not on its diet. Maybe there is a version of gluten allergy for these terrors.
Rosie sighs and she stands up from the table. She goes, "All right, let's save him."
All right, I need initiative rolls from my peoples.
Wah.
What do we got here?
Dangy.
A 9.
A 9.
5.
Okay,
An 18.
that's very good, Rosie.
More than 18.
Really?
Yeah, what is that going to be? 22?
Yeah. Plus 3.
Yeah, damn it. All right, sorry. I'm gonna kill you guys one of these times. It's gonna happen for me.
Not today.
I just gotta believe in myself. All right, Cthulhu Drow.
It's like, I hold. Just wait.
And I hold.
Let's see what you got, Cthulhu Drow.
I'm so excited for my voice to return.
Well, yeah, just dish it up. You just try it out. I mean, maybe just flex it. Put it to work.
You got anything cool that we haven't seen you do yet?
We actually do have something. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, again, it spills out of me.
Yeah.
Oh, Heck's going to give it to you. Yeah. Words of old.
It's like
they have
hands,
said,
but it's
yeah.
just like hands on the floor.
Do you get to pick the stat that gets hexed?
I do. And
Are you open to suggestion?
I am open to suggestion. I don't know if it's going to have an effect in combat.
You
but
can
we'll
bring
try
Hexy
it, yeah.
back.
I'll bring Hexy back. Yeah.
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 I would love a con handicap
Sure.
so that I can stun him.
It does look like a hardy beast.
Yeah.
I was thinking he's a fast fella too.
Sounds
but
scary.
I'll do Constitution.
Cthulhu of some kind.
He's weighed down with a dwarf.
Oh.
Yeah, he's right. He's eating.
Yeah.
He's got a full stomach. So Hex on him. Shame.
Hex,
Yeah,
hex
hey.
sir.
How dare you? And then I'm going to try a new thing, a new cantrip from Xanathar,
A fresh cantrip.
a brand new one. It's called Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
And I don't remember how it works because I didn't write it down and it's not in this book. But it says,
You goof.
I wrote notes down. So it says, you have to, the enemy has to save, it's a wisdom saving throw for it.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay.
I see. So on a success, or if I succeed, if it can't beat it, it
Yeah.
takes 2d8 necrotic. If it's been injured already, it takes 2d12.
I see.
Do you think that munching on the mithril might have granted it a couple of hit points of damage?
I love you. I love you, Rosie. But no.
And I imagine because I didn't make a note of it, if it succeeds, then it doesn't take anything. So
Okay. Oh, here. What is your spell?
my D,
Spell DC.
my DC is 15.
God damn, kid.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, no.
I'm told him
Failure.
he's dead.
Okay.
Pull it up.
Oh yeah. So let's get some 8s. Wait, those are 6s.
Yeah. Get him.
Here we go. At the same time. A 2 and an 8. That's 10 plus
Hey.
the
Hex.
necrotic. Which I don't, it's 2. It doesn't go up, does it? No, it doesn't go up. Okay, so yeah.
You get a
so that's
bonus from
12.
Hex?
No.
Okay.
It's just duration, not.
That's
an
cool.
extra
Now, here,
attack.
now tell me, so Toll the Dead sounds like it could have some really cool flavor.
So yeah, as described, it's like a ringing sound is produced.
But what is it?
Dong.
But what is it for? Dong?
I just say the word dong. A word of great power
Yeah.
in my drow house. What would a bell be?
Yeah. What is his version, right?
Okay, how about
What
this?
is that resonance?
Try this. Legati this whole time has been a serpent hiding here.
Yeah.
He's not been a staff. I do evoke his staff form.
He's just like a bow tie.
He's just there. Yeah, he's present.
Yeah.
And I point or like focus on my target, and I crash the tip of the staff into the ground, and Legati resonates.
Oh,
And it
like a
produces-
crystal.
And it produces, crystal and bell noise.
And the sound comes out like dong.
Dong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's definitely a
It's like
dong.
a man's voice. And then a little giggle. Dongs. Yeah.
Dongs, plural.
Yeah. It's funnier.
It's funnier.
So there were already these reaching tentacles beginning to seek out and sniff the air for more prey. And as that wave hits them, they like retract like the cord of a vacuum cleaner. Like just. Next up, we have Rosie Beestinger.
Okay, I will do I'll give the full barrage on this bad boy. And I'm going to target the snakes in the hopes that it'll spit them out.
Snake targeter.
Yep, that's me. Sing that one.
It doesn't have the right.
Snake targeter!
It doesn't. It sounds good, but it's like it doesn't have the right number of symbols.
That's all I can do.
That's different. Okay, so, whoa, that's a 26. And another 26.
God!
And then I'll do 2 martial attacks with my flurry of blows, which will be
Oh, womp, 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 womp.
womp womp.
Shadow Council. May our labors please you. Your servant
27.
Rosie Beestanger.
And a 14.
A 14, you say?
Yeah.
The 14 does not hit.
Okay.
But you
rest
murdered it. Oh,
rest
yeah,
of it.
that was really,
Good.
really great.
Okay, and then I'm also doing, it needs to do a con save with disadvantage from my Hexy friend. And I'm going to try to stun
Right,
it.
so his efforts to bring Hexy back
Yeah.
were not rewarded.
Okay, wonderful. So we've got a 6 points of damage, an 11 points of damage, and another 6 points of damage. 23.
man.
23 points of damage and stunned.
Wow.
Thank you.
What would he have gotten if he hadn't?
If he hadn't con saved, he wouldn't have been stunned.
Oh, he did save.
Oh, he did save.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
he's not stunned then.
Okay.
But he did get all the damage.
Yeah. That is a heap of damage, Rosie. Nice work. Tell me how it goes, because we're talking about 3 hits. Like what kind of crouching tiger shit are we talking about
So I
here?
missed one of my punches. So that'll be with the business end, not the party end. The business end of the staff. And she is getting in there, stabbing like you would if you were actually trying to like stab a big rat's nest of snakes. She's targeting these snakes, and she goes. And then when that doesn't do it, when it doesn't spit it out, she goes
Wow.
for the 3rd strike. And then she looks, and I'm guessing that he didn't spit him out.
No.
Okay.
Walnut Doggrass.
Reach down, pull out Foremother, and then just kind of like visibly tense up. And then I use Produce Flame, which just goes along the blade here.
Is it green flame?
It's always green flame. Blah, blah. I did the thing. And I get to try and make a ranged spell attack to sweep this boy's legs.
This flaming blade? Nice.
Yeah,
Sweep the leg?
right at the legs.
Nice.
Right at the leggies. And I got it, so I'm going to take advantage.
Get it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss. 19, but let's see if we can do better. Oh, that would be a 20.
19 is very good.
So then I get to do 2d8 of damage.
And it's hot?
And it's
hot.
Turns out,
Yeah.
flames are hot.
Mm-hmm.
These are the hot kind.
A hot slice.
10.
Hot snakes.
Thank you.
Now they're hot snakes.
Hot snakes.
Yeah.
And with that, my spell has ended.
Amy, your spell will never end for me.
Exquisite. No, it can't. It can't possibly. Dinar Blitz end. I understand that you've got a very large sword.
Yeah, I think I will
Can't stop
just,
hearing about his huge sword.
I think I'll just swing at his head. 'Cause I don't want to.
You're like, I'm still.
You don't want to wait.
Well, I don't want to. If he's in the tummy.
Is it mid-chew while you're still eating?
Well, oh yeah, I did want to retcon one thing. So I didn't want to interrupt your lovely description,
Yeah.
but it's like when a big baddie is showing up.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey Clarkmore, hey buddy, because he's in the room.
Oh, yeah.
He's waiting in the room, so I'd be like, hey, a little help. I don't know how long it would take him to get. I don't know the proximity here, but when that's happening,
Oh, he's sitting in a chair eating.
is he in the dinner table with us, just
Yeah,
like
he's next to you.
it's like, hey, a little help.
He's just like sitting down
Yeah, totally.
I wouldn't unsummon him
with his hooves.
with the difficulty I have bringing him out.
No. He is outside. He's not a dinner elf.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't imagine in a formal dinner setting. So
continue.
anyway,
Yeah.
I want to bring him into the fray, but I'm going to swing
Please.
high for the fences with my sword called Toothbrush. Yeah,
God
got him on that
damn.
one.
Wow.
So yeah, that hits. That's 18 plus 6, so 2d6.
Nice.
That's
Whoa.
11 plus
God
3.
Damn!
14, plus I'll smite him.
May as well.
Smack a smite on.
Why not?
That's, I gotta remember because we're up a level now. So it's gonna be 3d8.
What? Just auto hits, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's attack on.
Well, it's based on whether or not he got him, right? So
Yeah.
Where's my,
Nice.
All right,
where's my
Jerry, don't
8?
get it.
All right.
woo!
Yeah, buddy.
5,
Can I borrow your pencil?
6, so that's 11, 15. 15 more on top of that. What was the original?
30 points total, I think.
Yeah. All right, that's attack 1. I get 2 attacks.
Jesus is Lord.
So I'll just do that again.
Yeah.
Second song, same as the second verse, same as the first. I'll take advantage, so I make sure I hit. I hit. Well, let's see if I get a 20. Nope. All right, I hit on that one too, because that's 21. I get to reroll on a 1.
Because you're a
It's
special
a 1
boy.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Special boy.
So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll do another smite. 7 plus 5 and 3. 15.
15.
Is it 3d8?
15 more.
You
Oh, yeah.
2d8.
No, you're right.
Uh-oh.
1.
That one's for you.
What was the total on that?
So total between the two was 46.
Okay.
I guess that's good.
Lord. Yeah, it'll do in a pinch. Josh, if you would be so kind as to turn on my cauldron lights.
Oh no.
Now,
What happened?
Clarkmore bursts in, hooves smashing down the door, comes in, makes that keening, that sharp keening call.
Kiar car.
As he roars in, and he roars into your side, the two guards come running in after, and they say, "Hey, you can't do that." And then as the two guards come in, the creature turns to face them, and just a phalanx assault of jagged intestines reach out and pull both of them directly
jeez.
into the belly. And when he turns around back towards you, his physical shape is it's just lumpen and terrifying. And you can hear their bones cracking inside of his guts.
Oh no.
They were not wearing mithril.
And you can see just a curtain of blood fall down, and you see him rise up to a fuller, more terrifying height.
No.
No, it's even worse than that, guys. Shadow Council, may our labors please you.
No!
That
what?
is our game
No.
for today. Thanks so much. We'll see you again very soon for Table Talk. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right here.